which ones do we use? Look, when I first started trading, I, like others, was always wanting to see which indicator other people were using. And I'd go to a presentation and I'd see the person standing up front. The first chart he'd show, there'd be a couple of indicators down the bottom. Now, I didn't ask the question because I was always beaten to it. Someone would say, what are those indicators down the bottom you've got there? And of course the presenter would say, oh, it's the MACD and the RSI. And I, like a lot of others, would say, right, MACD, RSI. If they work for him, they'll obviously work for me. This is what I'm going to use. And I can be quite honest and admit that's exactly how I approached it when I first started trading. I've now moved on to realise that I don't think the more indicators the better. I also don't believe that if an indicator works for someone, it's going to necessarily work for me. I guess no indicator is infallible. They all provide false signals. And I guess it comes down to you being comfortable with an indicator that you may use. I can tell you now, I actually don't use any of these indicators with my trading. Some of you may use some to help you, and if they help you and provide you a benefit and a distinct advantage, then great, use it. But I also challenge you, if you're going to use an indicator, does this provide me a significant edge? Does it provide me a marked advantage? And if it doesn't, why am I using it? So is the more the merrier? No, I don't think so. You just need to be very comfortable with the one you use if you're going to use one. Yes, thanks, Dave.
Is it relevant to do a search to find the value of the indicator for any particular stock?
Yeah, so can we actually go back and do some testing to find an indicator may actually work well with a particular security? Is that the question you're asking? Absolutely. Why not? Absolutely. I guess we can go back and say, right, this particular indicator works very well with this security using these sort of time periods or variables or properties. Why not? I guess it's always, will that provide us indication of what will happen in the future? Who knows? But it may provide you some confidence in using that particular indicator. To me, I always say, don't get too carried away with entry. Let's put entry in the whole scheme of things. Where is entry when compared to a lot of other things in our trading plan? It's a really small part. It's a really not very important part of our whole trading plan. Therefore, why do we spend so much time determining our entry signal? There are far more important things to be worked out, like our position sizing model, and how about how we're going to get out. Exits are far more important than entries. Far more important. So I wish, sometimes I wish people spent as much time on their exits as they do on their entries. I guess I only say with caution, don't spend too long trying to work out which is the best indicator or which isn't. You can have a wonderful entry system. If your exits aren't working well, then it doesn't matter. It won't matter, you'll still lose money.